Have you ever stopped to think that your first actions upon waking can be crucial in managing diabetes? How you start your day directly influences your blood sugar levels. Morning habits are like small pieces of a puzzle that, when properly aligned, can transform your health. Today, I will share 36 simple and effective practices that can help you keep your diabetes under control, improving your quality of life and overall well-being. These are small changes that make a big difference. Hydration is a crucial component in managing diabetes, often neglected by many. After a night of sleep, our bodies naturally become dehydrated, and for diabetics, this condition can be even more challenging. Water is not just a liquid, but a true metabolic ally that helps regulate blood sugar levels. When we wake up dehydrated, our bodies struggle to process glucose efficiently. Lack of adequate hydration can elevate blood sugar levels, causing insulin resistance and increasing the risk of complications. Every cell in our body needs water to function properly, and diabetics require special attention in this aspect. The recommendation is to start the day with a glass of water at room temperature, preferably right after waking up. This practice helps to kickstart the metabolism, stimulates insulin production, and prepares the body for daily activities. To make hydration more appealing, you can add slices of lemon, cucumber, or some mint leaves, creating natural and tasty infusions that assist in the detoxification process. In addition to plain water, there are other hydrating options that can complement your routine. Unsweetened teas, such as green tea, are excellent alternatives that provide added benefits for glucose control. Coconut water, rich in electrolytes, can also be incorporated in moderation. It's essential to establish a daily liquid consumption goal. For most adults, the recommendation ranges from 1.5 to 2 liters of water. However, diabetics should consult their doctor to determine the ideal amount, considering their specific health conditions. A practical trick is always to keep a water bottle nearby, creating a visual reminder to drink liquids regularly. Mobile apps can help monitor water intake, sending reminders and tracking your daily hydration. Adequate hydration is not just a recommendation, but an essential strategy in managing diabetes. Every sip represents a step toward more efficient health management, balancing metabolic functions, and preventing future complications. When we talk about diabetes, breakfast is not just a meal. It is a strategic moment for nutrition and healthcare. The first meal of the day needs to be thoughtfully planned, balancing nutrients that help stabilize blood sugar levels and provide sustainable energy. The ideal composition for breakfast for diabetics involves a balanced combination of proteins, fibers, and healthy fats. Proteins such as eggs, cottage cheese, natural yogurt, or plant-based protein from chickpeas can help slow down the absorption of sugars, avoiding sudden spikes in blood glucose. Whole grains are fundamental in this meal. Oats, quinoa, and whole grain breads provide complex fibers that aid in glucose control, promoting a slower release of energy. These fibers also contribute to a feeling of fullness, reducing cravings for the rest of the day. Fruits can be included in moderation. Options like apples, pears, and berries have a lower glycemic index and can be combined with proteins to minimize impacts on glucose. The key lies in the portion and the right combination. For diabetics who prefer vegan options, there are nutritious alternatives such as green vegetable smoothies, scrambled tofu with vegetables, or chia pudding made with plant-based milk and cinnamon. Cinnamon, in fact, has properties that can help improve insulin sensitivity. The morning meal also directly influences mood and energy. A well-structured breakfast can prevent mood swings, maintain focus and energy levels, and reduce metabolic stress. Diabetics who invest in conscious nutrition in the morning tend to experience greater emotional and physical stability throughout the day. Breakfast time should be calm and intentional. Eating slowly and chewing properly allows for better digestion and nutrient absorption. Mindful eating can make a significant difference in glucose control and foster a healthy relationship with food. It's important to note that each body is unique. What works for one person may not be ideal for another. Therefore, personalized nutritional guidance and constant monitoring of blood glucose levels are essential in finding the perfect breakfast for each diabetic. Coffee, so prevalent in the routines of many Brazilians, requires special attention for diabetics. Caffeine can trigger a complex hormonal response that elevates blood sugar levels, presenting a silent challenge for those living with diabetes. When we consume coffee, our bodies release hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol, which create a temporary insulin resistance. This mechanism makes the cells less sensitive to the hormone responsible for glucose control, resulting in unwanted glucose spikes. This does not mean that diabetics need to abandon coffee completely, but rather consume it wisely and in moderation. An intelligent strategy is to opt for decaffeinated coffee or limit daily intake to a maximum of 2 cups. The key is to be mindful of your body's individual reactions. To minimize negative impacts, it's recommended to consume coffee alongside protein or fiber-rich foods. A slice of cheese, a serving of scrambled eggs, or a spoon of peanut butter can help balance sugar absorption and reduce the effects of caffeine. Teas can emerge as interesting alternatives. Green tea, for example, contains compounds that can aid in improving insulin sensitivity, in addition to offering antioxidant benefits. Other options, such as cinnamon tea or hibiscus tea, can also bring metabolic advantages. Monitoring blood glucose levels after consuming coffee is essential. Each body reacts uniquely, and what causes a significant increase in one person may not impact another as much. A tracking diary can help understand these individual variations. Diabetics who use medications for glucose control need to be even more vigilant. The interaction between caffeine and certain medications can alter the effectiveness of treatment, making constant communication with healthcare professionals essential. Hydration should be prioritized during coffee consumption. For every cup consumed, it's important to drink a glass of water, balancing the diuretic effects of the beverage and keeping the body hydrated. Experimenting with other warm beverages can be an interesting strategy. Herbal infusions, spiced teas such as ginger and cinnamon can bring metabolic benefits without the risks associated with caffeine. The key lies in balance and knowing your own body. Observing, adapting, and seeking professional guidance are safe paths for those who want to enjoy a cup of coffee without compromising glucose control. Morning physical activity emerges as a true ally in managing diabetes, transforming each morning into an opportunity to rebuild health. Moving your body right after waking up is not just about physical conditioning, but an intelligent strategy to balance glucose levels and enhance overall well-being. Morning exercises act as a natural metabolic trigger, encouraging cells to absorb glucose more efficiently. A brisk walk, a series of stretches, or even a dance in your room can trigger mechanisms that improve insulin sensitivity, reducing metabolic resistance. For diabetics, variety in exercises is crucial. It doesn't need to be intense training or a marathon. Simple movements such as going up and down stairs, doing supported push-ups, or following a yoga routine can provide significant benefits. The key is consistency and the joy of movement. Low-impact exercises are particularly interesting. Swimming, Pilates, cycling, and walking provide excellent results without straining the joints. Everyone can find a modality that resonates with their physical condition and personal preferences. Morning physical activity also directly impacts mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, hormones responsible for the feeling of well-being, reducing stress and anxiety, which are common among diabetics. A more relaxed mind contributes to better food choices and greater willingness to take care of one's health. The duration of exercise doesn't need to be long. 20 to 30 minutes is sufficient to trigger positive metabolic responses. For those who have difficulty leaving home, there are numerous options for online workouts, exercise series that can be performed in the comfort of your home. It is important to note that before starting any exercise program, it is essential to consult a healthcare professional. Each body is unique, and diabetes requires individualized attention. A doctor or physical educator can guide you on the appropriate intensity and types of exercises. Monitoring blood glucose levels before and after exercise helps understand how the body responds to physical activity. Some diabetics may experience drops or rises in their sugar levels, and this knowledge allows for precise adjustments in their exercise and eating routine. Morning physical activity is not just a habit, it is a commitment to oneself. It represents a daily decision to choose health, transforming each morning into an opportunity to redefine the relationship with the body and with diabetes. Dinner, often overlooked, plays a crucial role in managing blood sugar levels for the next day. When we choose to have our last meal earlier, we are, in fact, creating a more favorable metabolic environment for our bodies. Digestion needs time to properly process food, and the closer we eat to bedtime, the greater the negative impact on blood sugar levels. Nutritionists specializing in diabetes recommend that dinner be consumed preferably by 7 p.m., allowing for a nighttime fasting period of approximately 12 hours. This interval enables the body to carry out recovery and metabolic regulation processes, which are fundamental for diabetics. Prioritizing light meals composed of vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can completely transform the quality of sleep and glucose balance. A smart option would be a plate with grilled salmon, roasted vegetables, and quinoa, which provides essential nutrients without overloading the digestive system. The choice of foods at night directly impacts insulin sensitivity. Lean proteins such as chicken, fish, or tofu help stabilize glucose levels. Non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, spinach, and kale are perfect allies, offering fibers and nutrients without significantly raising blood sugar. It's essential to understand that each organism responds differently to foods. Some individuals may experience glucose spikes even with seemingly balanced meals. Therefore, monitoring glucose levels after dinner and keeping a food diary can provide valuable insights into individual reactions. Hydration also deserves special attention during the night. Reducing liquid intake close to bedtime helps prevent sleep interruptions, which are common among diabetics. However, staying hydrated during dinner is essential to assist in metabolic processes. Cooking techniques also make a difference. Opting for methods like grilling, roasting, or steaming instead of frying helps maintain the nutritional benefits of foods without adding harmful fats. Creativity in the kitchen can turn nighttime meals into enjoyable and healthy moments. Experts emphasize that the quality of dinner is not only about ingredients, but also about the environment and how the meal is consumed. Eating calmly, chewing properly, and avoiding distractions allows for better digestion and absorption of nutrients. A healthy morning routine for diabetics does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process of building, adapting, and self-knowledge. Each individual has a unique journey, and therefore, personalizing practices according to one's specific needs is fundamental for success in glucose control. Integrating these strategies into daily life requires planning and awareness. A motivating environment can make all the difference in this transformation. Prepare the night before by setting aside ingredients for breakfast, laying out exercise clothes, or setting reminders on your phone to assist with hydration. Technology can be a great ally in this process. Health monitoring apps allow you to track glucose levels, log food intake, and physical activities, providing a complete overview of your progress. These tools turn data into important insights for adjusting your routine. Consistency outweighs perfection. Don't expect immediate results or a radical overnight change. Small daily steps are more sustainable and promote lasting transformations. Experimenting with different approaches, observing how your body responds, and being open to adjustments are essential characteristics for those seeking effective diabetes management. Tracking individual results means paying attention to your metabolic responses. A recording diary can reveal interesting patterns about how different foods, exercise times, and stress levels impact your glucose. This self-knowledge is a true superpower in managing the condition. Mental flexibility is as important as physical flexibility. Some days will be more challenging, and that's okay. The important thing is not to give up, understanding that every morning represents a new opportunity to take care of yourself. The journey with diabetes is not about perfection, but about resilience and self-care. Establishing a partnership with healthcare professionals makes this journey safer and more personalized. Doctors, nutritionists, and fitness trainers can provide specific guidance, helping to adapt these practices to your particular health conditions. The true secret lies in transforming these practices into enjoyable moments rather than obligations. When we manage to connect health with well-being and personal satisfaction, change happens almost naturally, like an organic movement of self-care and self-love. The journey to overcome challenges in managing diabetes is not a simple task, but it is absolutely possible when we understand that each obstacle can be transformed into an opportunity for growth. Diabetics often face barriers that go beyond physical aspects, touching on emotional and psychological dimensions that need to be carefully navigated. Motivation emerges as essential fuel in this journey. Many people feel discouraged by the need for constant changes, the continuous need for monitoring, and daily challenges. However, it is precisely in these moments that resilience reveals itself as the greatest ally. Identifying common obstacles becomes fundamental. Lack of time, the hustle and bustle of daily life, mental fatigue, and feelings of overwhelm can seem like insurmountable giants. But the truth is that small steps can deconstruct these seemingly immeasurable mountains. Simple strategies can be implemented to keep the flame of motivation alive. Setting realistic and measurable goals allows for the visualization of progress, creating a positive cycle of achievements. Breaking big objectives into smaller steps makes the path less intimidating and more achievable. Social support plays a transformative role in this journey. Support groups, whether in person or online, provide precious spaces for sharing experiences, exchanging strategies, and emotional support. Realizing that you are not alone on this journey can be extremely comforting and motivating. Social media can serve as interesting engagement tools. Specialized profiles, communities of diabetics, and influencers who share their own stories can inspire and bring new perspectives. Digital connection allows experiences to be shared beyond geographical barriers. The practice of mindfulness emerges as a powerful technique to increase resilience. Conscious breathing, meditation, and relaxation techniques help manage stress, a component that can directly impact glucose levels. Developing a more amicable relationship with oneself becomes just as important as any medical treatment. Celebrating every achievement, no matter how small it seems, becomes an essential strategy. Did you manage to exercise 3 times a week? Did you maintain adequate hydration? These victories deserve recognition and should be valued as important steps toward a healthier life. The journey with diabetes does not need to be a constant battle, but rather a dance of adaptation, self-care, and self-love. Each overcome challenge represents not just a health gain, but an internal strengthening that transcends purely physical aspects. The video reaches the moment of consolidating all the shared strategies, reinforcing that the 36 morning practices represent more than just simple recommendations. They are truly transformation tools for those living with diabetes. The final invitation is for each viewer to start their journey of change, gradually implementing the discussed habits. Diabetes does not need to be a limitation, but rather a starting point for a more conscious and healthier lifestyle. We invite everyone to explore, adapt, and share their own discoveries, building a community of support and knowledge.